Peace. Peace. What's going on, family? Hope all is well. Welcome to another Substantial Weekly. My name is Substantial. Pardon the slight late start today. Resolving technical issues, man. Since the computer problem last week, we've definitely been doing a lot of troubleshooting, man. Shout out to my man Brandon for his help and all of that, man. But yeah, peace to everybody. Welcome. Hope y'all are feeling good. Clap it up for yourselves, everybody in the chat showing love, man. Definitely good to see y'all. If it's your first time to the channel, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button. Please share this video, all that good stuff. We're going to talk about a lot of different things today. Yeah, man, some music that's cooking up. My next album, we're going to talk about that a little bit. Upcoming events. As you've probably noticed, I haven't posted about Substantial Live from Home yet. It's definitely happened this month, but I'll let you know what's up with the delay in a second. And yeah, man, other things and some big announcements from the fam and stuff, man. Some of my New York brethren and sisters. So yeah, a lot to cover. But if you're watching right now, do me a favor. Make sure in the chat that you let me know where you're tuning in from. Be sure to say peace, all that good stuff, man. Glad to see everybody up in here. Shout out to everyone watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Facebook, whatever platform you're watching on, whether it's, Twitch, all of that good stuff, man. I don't care as long as you're here with us, man. I appreciate the love, right? So thanks for tuning in. And be sure to hit that like button if you haven't already. But yeah, man. So a couple things to cover. Let's see who we got up in here though. First. Hey, thanks, Nice Afro. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, man. Super excited that we finally passed that 9,000 mark. 9,000 plus subscribers. I believe 9,015 as of today. So we are less than 1,000 subscribers away from hitting 10,000. I just want to point out something, right? I know that whenever I do these lives, a lot of times I'm by myself and you always hear me say we, right? Because as far as I'm concerned, man, like, whenever I'm doing something online, even if you're just seeing me, y'all are very much a part of these shows and these different things that I do. So I obviously wouldn't be doing it if y'all weren't here appreciating what I do. So that's why I always say we whenever I post it. But I just wanted to thank y'all for a second, man, for the support. I'm excited about the fact that we're almost at 10K. It's super dope, man. We continue to grow. You know what I mean? It's slow. It might be slow growth, but it's growth nonetheless. And so I'm grateful. Thank y'all. Peace to Nice Afro. Peace to Zio Crisis. Good to see you, Jamaica, up in here. All right, Luis. Peace. We got Luis Bravo tuning in from Oregon. My man Tommy Hackett. All right, Seattle up in this joint. That's what's up. Shout out to C-Town. Looking forward to hearing more about the new album. Absolutely, man. I'm excited. Alex, thanks for asking, man. Chilling. How you feeling? I see what you did there. Yeah, man, I'm good. All is well over here. Just working hard, man. A lot of new music. Been recording a lot and putting some tweaks on some production, talking to different producers about the remix version of the album that'll follow and certain bonus tracks. So a lot going on. Big things are going, So yeah, man. Hey, we got London up in here, London town. Peace. What's going on, Kevin? All right, good to see you up in this joint. Appreciate you so much, man. So let's get into the first thing. All right. So for those who don't know, a couple weeks ago, I had my daughter pop up on the show with me. Interviewed her a bit. She was on spring break, so I figured, man, she holds me down every time when I do the live from home. She's actually my technical person, holding down things in the background, letting me know what questions y'all are asking and just troubleshooting to help everything go well. She's only 13, but I've been showing her the ropes with YouTube and stuff, and she's just been super dope, man, just being super helpful. So I had her on the show and we talked a little bit about her channel. So for those who don't know, my daughter is a YouTuber. She has a channel. She goes by Peace Gamer Ren. And next week, man, we are excited to be doing. Well, I'm lying. I'm saying next week. I should be saying tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to be doing a live from her channel. It's our daddy-daughter game night. So for those of you who are gamers and want to see some entertainment from your boy getting mopped up by my 13-year-old daughter, definitely tune in, man. I'm sure you will be entertained. But here's the link in the chat. We do it pretty consistently. We're usually doing it like once a month. So if you haven't subscribed to her channel yet, be sure to check her out. I'm sure you will enjoy the show. And man, just real quick, I will bring it up on the screen so those of you who aren't familiar with her channel can see what it looks like real quick, so you know what you're looking for. But yeah, man, shout out to my daughter. She's awesome. Shout out to Ren, Peace Gamer Ren. All right, but here is this is the thumbnail that you should see come up. Definitely, man. You know, shout out to her. Oh, here you go. Bang, there we go. Should pop up right about nowish. But yeah, man, definitely check out her channel. If you got little ones, right, or younger siblings who are into games like Smash Bros. Or Splatoon, Mario Kart, let's say Breath of the Wild, I think it is, Zelda, stuff like that. I'm sure they'll enjoy the channel, man. She's been putting in a lot of hard work. She launched it about 2 years ago. It's crazy that it's been 2 years already. She launched it during the pandemic, and she's been on it, man. Just been staying on it, keeping busy, and been growing her channel. So it's exciting. I think she's almost at 200 subscribers, so be sure to subscribe to her channel to support her. She's doing great things, you know, man. I'm super proud of my kid, you know. But yeah, man. Let's see. Next on the agenda for today. A couple different things, man. Just a few reminders before we keep it moving. There are certain albums and other releases that I've dropped. I've been very busy, per usual, with the music, man. A lot of new stuff has been dropping. For those of you who've already checked out Beautiful Work, I appreciate you so much. Be sure to check it out if you haven't already, man. We just passed 10,000 streams on Spotify. And I believe around somewhere between 15 to 20,000 streams across all platforms. So thank y'all so much, man, for just checking out the track. The love has been tremendous, man. Just super excited to always be working with dope people. Shout out to the homies, Avicii and my man Orion Song. Two super talented dudes. So real quick, I just wanted to give y'all a quick note about what's going to happen for Substantial Live from Home this month. So I've already talked to both of those brothers actually about joining me, about them tuning in from San Diego and doing a set from out there. So yeah, they already let me know that they're down to do it. We're just confirming a few more things. Hopefully, if all goes well, the link for the Substantial Live from Home for this month should go up by the end, pardon me, not the end of this month, by the beginning of next week. So look out for that. If I get all the information, flyer, all of that done sooner, y'all will soon. I see that info real soon. But yeah, man. So shout out to Orion Song and Avicii. It's going to be a good time. They're super dope. If you have not heard Beautiful Work yet and you don't understand why you should be excited about them being on the show with me, you need to check that track out, and then it'll all make sense. But yeah, man, super talented producer, and Orion is a really dope R&B singer, singer and songwriter. And he also plays ukulele, and I believe Avicii plays multiple instruments. So yeah, man, it should make for a great show, and I think y'all will enjoy it, and I think y'all will enjoy their music, man. That's why I'm gonna have them on here, you know. Yeah, man. Yeah, shout out to Peace Gamer Rim once again. Thanks, Nice Afro. Let's see. Man, hey, I appreciate it, Luis. Thank you. It's beautiful work that you've been creating. I've been trying to keep busy, man. You know, I've been trying to keep busy. Yeah, but so yeah, let's get into some other things real quick. Man, it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. But before I jump into my stuff, I just wanted to plug one more thing. You know, on Facebook, I see someone is dropping dropping random stuff in here, just trying to hop on the vid and drop anything in the joint. Please disregard that if you're watching on Facebook. No disrespect to them, but I definitely don't go out of my way to like post stuff that is irrelevant to the video that's going on. So yeah, I appreciate it when people show the same courtesy on my channel. So disregard that. In the meantime, I'll get to that comment in a second. But yeah, man, but real quick, we're going to take a moment to honor my friend who passed away many years ago, and a talented brother who, yeah, man, I learned a lot as an MC. I learned a lot as a father from my man. And the person I'm talking about right now is my brother PH, Pumpkinhead. Rest in peace to that legend. Yeah, man, we lost him. It's been a while. I want to say, Jesus, man, has it been 7 years, 6 or 7 years, something like that. It's crazy. But that definitely came to a shock to a lot of his friends and peers and his family. This brother wasn't even 40 years old. And yeah, man, like, you know, he's dearly missed. And I don't know what more I can say to let y'all know how much love and respect I have for my man, yo, like, seriously. But I'm here bringing him up today because of the fact that something really awesome has been cooking up behind the scenes and it's now officially available. So I just wanted to throw this up here real quick so y'all could see it. Yeah, man, there's an official book that's available right now. It's on Amazon and other stores, I believe. But it's called Rock, Rock On. It's the story of, it's the Robert P.H. Diaz story. For those who don't know, it's basically compiled with 100 interviews, and basically it's the definitive story of the king of the underground hip hop, Robert P.H. Diaz, known as Pumpkinhead. Rock, Rock On's title was inspired by P.H.'s classic Rock, Rock On, an ode not just to hip hop, but to the everyday grinders who continue to represent hip hop to the fullest. And what's super dope about the book, you know, it's so many different people who loved them, man, who basically, you know, who contributed to this book. I'm one of the people, so many others, man. I'm going to show you I'm going to bring up Amazon real quick so we can see more info about the book, and I'll drop the link in the chat in a second. But, yeah, so here we go. Should be popping up in a second. Bong. There we go. So, yeah, man, the book has folks like Mortal Technique, Jean Grey, Poison Pen, Marco Polo, Disaster, Bad Seed, LR Blitzkrieg, my man, GMS, Organic, Tone Deaf, Pack FM, me, Sway Sever, Nims, Mecca, Block McLeod, Mr. Metaphor, DP1, Wordsworth, Superstition, Lush One, Lex Luthor, Scream, Awkwards, Elder Sensei, Thurston Howe, Still, and Bobito, plus many others who all contributed to share the different stories and memories that they had of PH. You know, the classic album called Orange Moon Over Brooklyn. If you never heard that album, I definitely would just start there, check that out so you can get familiar. But salute to my bro, man. The foreword of the book was actually written by Busta Rhymes, so shout out to Busta for actually contributing that. But the book is super dope, man. It'd be great if y'all could support, man. We greatly appreciate it, you know. Definitely one love to PH and his family. Thank you, Steph. Yeah, man. And so, yeah, as a promise, I'm going to drop that link in the chat for y'all right now, man. I'm definitely honored, man. I'm deeply honored to be a part of this. And, you know, man, I miss my brother. I don't think I've ever shared this story with y'all, so I'll share it now. But PH was, you know, one of the first people that really, you know, he wasn't necessarily one of the first people to big me up as an MC, right? But he was one of the first people to really like talk to me about my voice, right? Like understanding, like he would compliment my voice all the time and really just big me up on my stage presence and different things. Like, so he was one of the first MCs outside of Pac FM who I met, who showed me love, who made me feel like, I had respect in NY, and I could make a name for myself there. So, I'm grateful for that. But more than that, man, the thing I'm grateful for most, working with PH, man, was we were on our way to Scribble Jam. And while we were on our way to Scribble Jam, he basically, we were some of the only people in the van that were still awake. And I just basically asked him, because he had just had a kid, his first son, Raiden. It's crazy. Like this, he a little grown man now, yo. It's wild. But his son Raiden had only been here for like a hot second. And I told him, I was like, man, like, I'm scared to death of like trying to juggle my career, because I haven't gotten to at that point I hadn't gotten where I wanted to be yet. And I was scared to death of like trying to juggle my career and being a father. And I felt like I was going to end up putting off fatherhood for as long as I could in pursuit of trying to be, a rapper at a certain level or something like that. By the way, the link is officially in the chat now. But basically, man, what ended up happening was he said to me that, if anything, it didn't really hinder him from working harder. It actually inspired him to work harder, right? Like, he looked at his kid and it just made him want to work that much harder to be successful and to be great. And it was what I needed to hear, man. It still was several years before my wife and I had our first kid, because this is probably like maybe 2005 or 6 when he was saying this to me. My first daughter was born in 2008. So it took me a while to come around, but man, I think about what he said to me pretty frequently. You know what I mean? And I kept that in mind when I had my second child as well, when my wife and I had our second child. So I'm eternally grateful to PH, man. He's criminally underrated. He changed a lot of, he had so much to do with, like, what we know to be the battle scene in NYC and globally now. Like, he was a dude who didn't have to continue battling that, continued to hone his skills because he just loved doing it. And, he's sorely missed, man. And, I just wanted to big up my brother again. And I'm going to stop before I end up tearing up on this joint. But we definitely miss you, bro, for real. Rest in peace to my brother PH. So, yeah, man. Let's keep it moving. But, yeah, man, definitely check out that book. As I mentioned, the link is in the chat. So let's get into it, man. We're about to talk about my next album. And we're starting the Q&A as well. So if you got questions, you feel free to throw it in there. There's a couple things going on with the album that I just want to keep y'all in the loop with what's happening, so you understand why it's taking so long, and let you know what I'm thinking, but more importantly, give me feedback on what y'all would like to see. I know we talked about this a little bit last week. And so what I'm doing today is I'm getting the notes out, trying to make sure I got the information ready. I'm taking notes from the stuff y'all are sharing with me, so I can ultimately talk to the team about it, and we can come up with a course of action to make sure, we do what it is we're setting out to do, and y'all are happy with the merch. I'm not worried about the music side of things, because I got you, because I'm going to do what I always do. And if you appreciate what I do, I think we'll be okay over there. But on the other side of things, man, I'm definitely thinking about a lot of different things, and I need your help with it to make it happen, because I want to do a lot, but it's going to require team effort. So let me write this. Notes from live. Bang, bang, bang. And you can throw them questions in. And then I'm going to go ahead and make this first announcement too. So, got that ready. All right, bet. So, first things first. For the longest, I've been telling y'all that the album. So, I came up with the title for the album back in. Jesus, when was it? Came up with the title for it back in 2018. And the original title, as you all have known it to be, has always been adulting, right? And so over the weekend, my wife and I saw this clip from Bill Maher, and he was talking about his new upcoming stand-up. And then he said the title, and it's called Adulting. Now, be clear, he is not the first person to use that title. There have been a bunch of different other folks who have used that as a title, right, for different things. And I even did some research and saw that other people had used that as their album title, right? Whether they were more popular than me, all of that's irrelevant. The fact is, a lot of people have used that as a title, which makes sense. Anytime you're dealing with a one-word title and it's not a made-up word, chances are there's somebody in the world who thought to do the exact same thing. So at first, I didn't make too big a deal of it. I was just like, it is what it is. This happens, so be it. So then Monday, I get a text from the homie. Shout out to my man Early Bird. He sends me a text. And he tells me, he was like, yo, I don't know if you've seen this, but yeah, just check this out. And so it's the exact link to the video that my wife and I saw where he makes the announcement about the title of his thing. Now, again, initially, I'm like, it's no big deal. You know what I mean? I'm going to just do it anyway. It's a stand-up thing. And then there's, my album. It's not necessarily the same thing. So I just was like, yo, I'm going to push forward. I'm going to do my thing. But then here's the thing, right, that I considered. Bill Maher, while there are sometimes he says things where I'm like, yo, I somewhat agree with that, right? And then there's other times I don't agree with him. And then there's times he's just disrespectful, And so what I started to consider is the fact that, I don't know what his stand-up special is going to be about. I don't know how far he's going to go. I don't know if he says something in it and then everybody's going to try to cancel him the way they've been doing with a lot of different comedians and all of that. But all I know is I don't necessarily want to run the risk of my project being aligned with what he's doing, because we are not, we're not the same type of artists. And man, I'm just like, I need this to be able to stand on its own and not be confused or mixed up with anything else. And so rather than scrapping the title completely, what I decided to do was just alter it slightly, just so it's still in line with the vision that I had for the album. So basically, the album going forward, it will no longer be Adulting. It's going to be called Adultish. Now, that's not extremely different from adulting, right? When you say adulting, to most people, they have a certain thing in mind. But adultish, like, what I did was I basically went in and I started to alter like the write-up and the breakdown of what I had for the album. So I'm gonna share that with you right now because I want you to know the direction of the record. And then we're going to talk about some of these ideas for merch. Hey, nice afro, I see you laughing. Stop laughing about my struggle, son. I'm out here working hard, be putting in all this work. And then, that's the thing, man, about taking a long time to do an album, too. When you take too long to work on a record, the likelihood that someone's going to say a line that you said, have a title that's similar, a similar topic, all of that. Every one of those things I'm talking about right now has already happened, right? There's been other artists who've dropped similar lines and songs and stuff, and then I went back and tweaked it, and then I listened to other lines I said. It was like, it's not the exact same thing, so I'm gonna keep mine. And then there's been moments where the subject matter that someone had for a particular song, I have this really unique subject for one of the songs, and then literally Jay Electronica and Jay-Z got a joint where it's the exact same thing. However, yeah, their song came out first, but like I said, I've been working on this album or working toward this album since 2018. So I've been sitting on some of the lyrics, some of the topics and different things for a minute. I just haven't had the time to really sit and make it happen. But like I said, the longer you take to work on the record, those things are bound to happen. So anyway, what I wanted to share with you guys though, man, is my plans for the record in terms of how I want to make it happen and how I want to make sure y'all get what y'all want out of it in terms of like the merchandise and the experience around the record. It's very important to me. So I'm gonna ask y'all some questions in the meantime, and hopefully you can help me make it happen. So, all right, word. So, like I said, new title is adultish. This is what that means, right? So basically the way I break down the album and why it's called adultish and no longer adulting, it's basically my 5th solo album, and the ideas that were like it celebrates but at times struggles to accept the this adult life that my younger self never dreamed that I'd live to even see. You know what I mean? So there's going to be some stuff on it that's heavy. There's going to be some stuff on it that's a little lighthearted, a bit more fun. There's going to be a lot of reflection per usual. It's what I do. Some collabos, man. Already got a few people lined up, some of which who've already recorded their parts. Some are writing their parts right now. You know, one of the samples has already been cleared, about to clear this other sample. Yeah, man. And I might let y'all hear a little something before we jump off. But yeah, but basically, I want to know from you guys in the chat. Let me know, what are some of the things that y'all would like to see in terms of merch, right? Like, of course, there's the usual stuff, CDs, cassettes, vinyl, stuff like that. When I did the USB cassette recently, it seemed to be received really well. So if more of y'all are interested in that, or if you didn't like the whole bulkiness of the USB cassette and you rather like a smaller drive, let me know. I do something similar where the drive would have the whole album on it, the different variations of the album, whether it's deluxe edition, instrumentals, maybe acapellas, etc. You know, and maybe some bonus material like remixes, all of that. But then it also have my whole back catalog on it, similar to what I did with the other drive. So yeah, man. So I'm thinking about doing that. And then of course, like teas and all of that. You know, I had a meeting with the visual artist yesterday, and he showed me just some of the ideas he has right now. So the art is coming together nicely. We're not there yet, but it's definitely getting there. So first suggestion, someone had Steph just put in to throw in mugs. Let me know how y'all feel about it. Mugs, I don't know, son. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, let me know. If y'all are feeling mugs, maybe we do mugs. But I'm going to type this stuff up on the screen while y'all are throwing it in. So you let me know if I missed something. So let's get it up here. Bong, bong. All right. So Adultage merch notes from live. So Steph said we're going to do mugs. Hold on, let me get some bullets up in here. Bang, bang. So we got mugs. Let me just throw these other things. We got CDs for those of you who still want those. Vinyl. And we got cassettes. USBs maybe. All right. Let's see what else y'all got. Going back over here. So, okay. So bundle, maybe like a shirt plus album. Cool. All right. We'll definitely do some bundles. So I'll just put bundles in here, put asterisks. And we'll add shirt. Cool. Word up. And then we got, let's see. Yeah, I feel you, Steph. I like that. Steph is saying how she feel like the mugs tie into the adultish theme. That's true. I dig that. Appreciate it. Hey, peace, GMS. Good to see you up in here, man. We were just talking about the book earlier, yo. You know, and shout out to my entire fam. All right. Then we got let's see. Okay. An adulting beanie would be fire. That's what's up. Yeah. Okay. I like that. So beanie. Hold on. Just the beanie, or y'all like snapbacks too? Let me know. I know some folks prefer beanies, some like snapbacks. Steph says hoodies. All right. Cool. Then we got stickers. Yeah, for sure. Definitely planning to do stickers as well. I appreciate that. I'm gonna put snapbacks in here. I know nobody said it, but I'm thinking about embroidered snapbacks for the joint. And what I'll do in a second, I'm gonna show you what the logo look like. Put that up on the screen. Let me switch it real quick. So this is what the logo looks like right now. Yeah, man. So imagine that on a imagine that on a basic on the beanie, on the snapback. I'm thinking about doing the snapbacks like I did the old Bop Alloy joints, right? Where the Bop Alloy snapbacks had the lid that come up and you could see the album cover on it. So depending on how the album cover comes out, I'm sure it's going to be fire because this brother is real talented. The artist is the same brother who did the cover art for Beautiful Work. So imagine lifting it up and then seeing the design of the album cover on the bottom of the snapback. So that's what I got in mind for that. F2 Coley, peace. Thanks for joining us. All right. Oh, I like this. All right. So Kevin says journal, notepad, hoodie, +1 for the beanie. That's what's up. I like the journal idea too. All right, so let's put that in there. Yeah, because it's funny. I got a new connect for merch that they can do journals and stuff, and they can do like embossed designs in the joint. So instead of having it stitched in, maybe like an embossed cover, that could be, was it embossed or embossed? I can't remember. You know what I'm saying though. So journal / notepad. Word, I'm down for that. Appreciate that suggestion. All right. Let's see. I appreciate. Thank you. So, Alex, I did think about separating it like that, but no, it's adultish as in. So this is the way I broke it down, and this is some of the conversation we've had around it, right? So there's a part of me that very much like accepts where I'm at in my life right now and celebrates the fact that like I've been blessed to live as long as I have, because a lot of my homies, we were talking about my man PH who passed away, a lot of my homies ain't here. You know what I mean? Nujabes, PH, so many different people, man. I could run down the list, and of course a long list of family. And yo, for a long time, man, a younger me didn't know how much time I had for real. And that's stuff that I'm gonna talk about on the album. But then there's another part of me that, while I embrace being older and like I sport my grays proudly and all of that, there's another part of me that like is still very youthful, right? And still very like, I mean, that's hip hop, right? Like hip hop, I feel like no matter how old you get, there's gonna be that part of you that still likes to wear your cap a certain way, you know what I mean? Still likes certain fashion, still plays your music ridiculously loud when your kids ain't in the car, you know what I mean? And all of those things. And so I feel like, especially because like a lot of people in my peer group, our parents weren't necessarily hip hop heads, right? Like we're kind of like first generation hip hop parents, right? And maybe a few folks a little bit older than me as well, right? And what I mean by that is it's like we didn't see adults people who were a lot older than us. I ain't talking about like 10 years older than us. I'm talking about like people who were like 30 years, 40 years older than us, who were hip hop heads per se, and you could tell by seeing them or how they talked or how they acted, all of those different things, right? For the most part, I feel like my generation, and maybe, of course, like some people a little bit older, but not that much older than me, are like first generation hip hop parents. And so there's a part of you that, yes, you're older, but you're still very youthful in a lot of ways. And when I get around some of my peers who aren't hip hop heads, like, we look and act very different. And I oftentimes feel like the least mature person in those situations when we're talking about certain things. You feel me? And so that is represented in the title as well. You know what I mean? All right. But thanks for asking about that, Alex. I appreciate that. I agree, Steph. I think the journal's a great idea for sure. Yeah, Tommy. Okay, a lot of y'all are filling the journals. That's what's up. Shout out to the 19 people watching right now, or 20. We just jumped to 20. Whether you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. All right. Let's see. Uncrowned Otaku says, I would definitely use that journal. That'll be my professional journal. That's what's up. Word. Yeah, I remember, Steph. Yeah, I remember you did the joint. Yeah, for sure. It's funny, man. I was looking at doing a journal / notebook when I did recompositions. I actually got a sample one done, but that project it didn't necessarily get the press or it definitely got support by the fans and stuff, but like folks weren't really interested so much in merch for that particular project like that. So I just didn't really push it with that, but definitely considering journals for this. All right. Who's doing your merch? Great question. So the merch that I'm planning to do, I had a lot of the merch that I do is done by Printful, which is based out of North Carolina, but then they have manufacturers around the world. And it's like a made to order or print to order type of situation. You know what I mean? But then they also have warehouses where they can store certain merchandise that I create and package it up with some of the other merchandise that people may order. But yeah, man. So I'm using them for certain things. For the vinyl, I'll likely be going with Green Vinyl Records again, and they're the ones who did Mono Stereo is the company that Green Vinyl Records worked with to produce the green was technically orange vinyl, but it's green vinyl in that it's better for the planet. So the plan is to use them to do the vinyl, and then for the cassettes, I have the company name somewhere, but I forget it off the top of my head. I can't remember. And then for CDs, I'll likely be going with Oasis again, unless one of the companies that I'm using for vinyl or the cassettes also do CDs. But again, that's going to be contingent on how much people are actually interested in, because CDs don't sell the way they used to. So I'm not trying to order a ridiculous amount. But I am, just to be clear, I am considering crowdfunding this. So think of these as perks, things that, I know some of y'all are perfectly fine with streaming, but, for those of you who are interested in contributing to a campaign, so outside of merch, what are some other things you'd like to see offered as a part of a Kickstarter campaign, right? I will point out, too, that my wife gave me the idea to actually do like a chat book type of thing, like a small book to come with the album, where I have the lyrics actually, rather than having the lyrics inside of the covers, actually having the lyrics in a book where you can see all of the songs and their lyrics in there. And then maybe some additional notes written by me, giving context, and some type of forward, maybe written by somebody who I respect, who I ultimately have a conversation with about this. Other things we're looking to do outside of the book, and let me write the book in there. So book, lyrics / breakdowns. But outside of that book, We were also talking about, and this obviously isn't merch, other stuff attached to the campaign. We've also been discussing doing what's it called, a documentary, some behind the scenes stuff, like of like the recordings, interviewing different people, having conversations about the theme, maybe some history, some history from me, my life, and all of that to kind of give context to a lot of the songs. So we're planning to do a documentary, and when I say like we're trying to do a documentary, I'm talking about like do a documentary and potentially enter it in film festivals and stuff. So we're dead serious about it, and we're really trying to step it up for this project. But let's go back to the chat. Let's see. How about a shirt, hoodie, beanie, mug, and journal bundle? Word. That's a definite. And Steph put with a CD and download. But of course. All right. Someone said phone. Oh, Alex said phone cases or stickers for the back of phones. Plus one beanie for sure. That's what's up. Okay. Appreciate it. So I'll add phone cases in there. Got that. Phone cases. That. Now, going back to the Kickstarter campaign, I know some of you have supported campaigns in the past. So what are some things you would like to see outside of just merchandise for the campaign? In the past, we've done crazy stuff like, we put in there like we'd be willing to perform at your wedding. And so that actually happened. Marcus D and I performed at someone's wedding. We actually, Marcus was the DJ, and I was the actual host of the wedding. You know what I mean? And so that was definitely a cool experience. I've added it to other campaigns before, and man, listen, I love. I celebrate with you, and especially, if you're somebody who grew up listening to me or been rocking with me a long time, and you, the person you're with is somebody who's into the music too. Listen, man, I would love to celebrate with y'all. So I'm not opposed to putting that out there again, but that's only if that's something y'all are interested in. Outside of that, oh, hold on. Steph put something else in there. Say, ooh, maybe even throwing some slippers or sandals. All right. I mean, I got to do some research, but that would actually be kind of dope considering where we're from, the little slide on joints, the slides, look, slides with the socks, how we do. That would actually be pretty funny. So let me add that joint in there. Slides / slippers. Hey man, it's worth researching. You know what I mean? Okay, got it. So Uncrowned Otaku says if we are talking perks, maybe like a digital listening party for one tier when it releases, if that's at all possible. That's a great idea. It's funny because the missus and I were talking about that yesterday. So online listening party. Word. Thank you for that idea. I think also I would give executive producer credit to different folks, so that way your name could be listed on the album. I've done that in the past with Bob Alloy joints and other releases. So, that would be a higher tier. So that way your name could actually be listed on the album as a supporter. I'm saying, right, Tommy, Slippers is kind of fire, man. Shout out to Steph for coming up with that one. Alex said, might have to get married again. Hey, man, listen, you decide to renew your vows, you holler at your boy. You know what I mean? All right. Shouts to Reggie for that vibe. No doubt. No doubt. Let's see. Permanent tattoos. I mean, listen, man, who am I to stop you from being great? I can't, I'm not gonna get in the way of whatever you feel. If that's how you feel, live your life, be great. I'm just here to celebrate with you. All right, so I'm gonna put it back on the screen so y'all can see what we got so far. Let's blow that back up. Okay. Right, so far we got folks put mugs, CDs, vinyl, cassettes, USB, bundles, shirt, beanie, hoodies, stickers, snapbacks. I'm about to say slapbacks. Signed by Will Smith. No, journal, notepad, book/lyrics with breakdowns, phone cases, slides/slippers, which I really think is awesome. And then other stuff attached to the Kickstarter campaign. We got documentary, online listening party, exclusive producer credit. All right. Definitely, if you got more suggestions, feel free to throw them in there. I'm going to hang in there for a few more minutes before we get ready to go. Let's see. Kickstarter reward is you graphic designing adultish on someone's clowning, yo. Kickstarter reward is you graphic designing adultish on someone's chest. Word. Tattoo style. Copy that. You know what I mean? I have never given a tattoo before, but if that's how you feeling, you willing to risk it all, son, I got you. You know what I'm saying? I can't promise you it's going to look good, you know? All right, let's see. For Kickstarter, maybe like a week early download link of the album as a perk. Word, I'm good with that. Let's add it in there. Okay. Week early download of the album. All right, let's say just add digital download in general. Or I can just put, so we'll put week early digital download of album, bonus tracks, instrumentals, and then we got possibly remixes too. It depends on how much is done. And the cool thing is, even if certain things aren't done right away, regardless, if you pay for it, then like when that stuff is finished, then you would get it. So boom, boom, boom. Yeah. All right. Thank you for that. Let's see what else we got. Hey, Steph, man, listen, I mean, he did it, I didn't. You know what I mean? I'm just, I love Will, man. I really do. I feel so bad for him and Chris, man. It's terrible that he did what he did, and now it's going through everything he's going through, and it's terrible for Chris too. You know what I mean? Like, nobody wants to be slapped for anything, unless that's what you're into. I mean, who am I to speak for you? If that's what you like, hey, enjoy yourself. You know what I mean? Live your life, be great. Anyway, hey, I like that. Maybe a consulting session from Sub Art and Music. I am so with that. Let's see. Right, consulting from Sub Art and Music. That's what's up. I mean, we out here trying to make a difference in people's lives, man. That's what's up. Shout out to Carolyn Malachi, man, who shouted me out yesterday. She has an amazing catalog, and I realized that most of it wasn't on Bandcamp. So when we consulted her recently, that was one of the things we talked about. Like, one of the business classes that I teach at Omega School, when I teach distribution, I have a whole section dedicated to Bandcamp and how it's greatly underused by most people. And I kind of take people under the hood and really just show them all the things that Bandcamp can offer and do for artists that unfortunately people just do not take advantage of. But yeah, man, it is what it is. So let's see. Some design work. I probably wouldn't offer design work because that can sometimes take a bit longer, and I don't want to overstretch myself. You know what I mean? Consulting's a bit different. I mean, there's a couple days of prep and stuff, but then kind of once it's done, it's done. Unless they decide to hire us for other things. But design work, even when I limit like how many edits someone gets, you know, I might send certain information and then or send them first drafts, and they might take a while to get back. And yeah, man, like it, you know, not everybody is super enjoyable to work with on the visual art side of things, where consulting typically is a lot more stress free, and I actually really enjoy. I mean, listen, I enjoy talking already, so like, so consulting is really just me kind of focusing in on the things that are going to help a person most, and yeah, I feel like that has been like I've enjoyed it way more than I thought I would. I will say that. Maybe an invite to the barbecue. You know what though? You know what would actually be really, really dope? To actually host a barbecue for like the DMV fans, like all the fans and fam that's in the DMV, and do an event where like, yo, we could celebrate the release of the joint, like at a park or something like that. Have food, music, and all of that. Maybe an outdoor performance. Like it'd be like a album release party, but like outdoors. I think that would actually be pretty dope. I'll run that idea by the fam and see how realistic it is, because we are trying to get it out this summer. That's the goal, is to get the album out this summer. So yeah. But yeah, man. But I'm sure you're talking about the other barbecue, right? But you know, but I appreciate that. Tommy says, my dudes at Combat Flip Flops make the best sandals and do some good work globally. Not sure they're a perfect fit for the brand though. Maybe look them up. Stealing in Brooklyn. I'm not sure what you're referring to, G. But you said Combat Flip Flops. All right, I'll look them up though. Thank you for that. We'll just put a note next to the joint. And where I'm from, it's funny, man. I wear flops around the house, or used to. Like, I'm back to slides right now, but I prefer slippers or slides over flip flops. But I'll check out this company for sure. You know what I mean? Because I know some people, you know, prefer flip flops over slides. You know what I mean? I'm good either way. Depends on. I'm a situational person. You know what I'm saying? When it's cold, I want the. Oh, AG, yeah, man. Feel free, man. It's a great idea, yo. I think that could be really, really, really dope. DMV does barbecue well. Yes, we do. Yes, the hell we do. But yo, Tommy, thanks for that info. So look, before we get ready to go, I said I would let y'all hear a little something. I'm not gonna divulge too much, but I'm gonna bring up a track real quick. Make sure this volume's down so it don't just come in. Cause I ain't gonna play the whole thing. Just let you hear the beat. Where is it at? Damn it. Got it. All right, cool. But yeah, man, I had this joint queued up, and I'll let you hear a piece of it. All right. So hold on. Make sure. I appreciate y'all for being patient. And for those who missed it, for those of you just tuning in, I'm going to just put the adulting joint back up. So for those who didn't see the logo, you can see it. Hold on one sec. Share that back on the screen while this song comes up. Thing that I shouldn't choose to show me everything that I could. Hold on. All right, yeah, I got the track for y'all, so I appreciate y'all patience. There we go. All right, cool. So this is the beat. It's just gonna come in real hard. All right, so it is what it is. Here you go, though. Yeah, but let me know what you think. Super rough draft for the beat. This particular track right now, it's gonna be it's me and Mega Ran. Yeah, man. I remember doing shows with no per diem, shitting on by promoters, but the fans hope to see him. Yeah, it's gonna be dope. I'm about to go into the joint, but I'm trying to calm down. Let me calm down. But yeah, so there's that one. There's some other joints. I ain't gonna play everything right now, but I'll let y'all hear this other beat though, and then we'll get out of here. Thanks for hey man, I appreciate it. Thank y'all. It's the last one before we go. Yeah, man. I hope y'all digging it though. Yeah, man. Hey, thanks for all the love on the beats. Yeah, so what's gonna make this project really unique too is the fact that it's gonna be all produced by me. I've been working hard on the beats and stuff, man, and obviously I've worked with some amazing producers over the years, so I want to make sure that what I put out there is on par with anything that I would have gotten from any of these amazing producers over the years, and the feedback I've gotten so far from some of these amazing producers has been like, yo, this stuff sounds really good, and they've been excited about the project, man. Hey, Frank, man, I appreciate that. Thank you so much, family. Thank you to everybody, man. The love in the chat has been crazy, man. Thank y'all. I really appreciate it. But yeah, man, I'm gonna get ready to stab out of here, man. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I really hope y'all are excited about the record. Thank y'all for giving me great feedback. I'm definitely gonna share it with my partner and discuss, and then try to come up with some other ideas too for the Kickstarter campaign. Obviously we got to come up with a budget to see how realistic it is going to be to do a lot of this stuff. I can just say off top, I think the minimum goal is probably going to be somewhere in the ballpark of maybe 7 to 10 grand. Simply because, we're trying to do so many different types of merch, and then part of this money is going to be used to help fund some of the promotion for the record. So just keep that in mind, because I know some people just kind of hold out sometimes and say, well, I just support after the campaign's over and get the record after. But if we get the bare minimum, we're only really going to be able to just kind of cover the things that y'all want, but not necessarily be able to use part of the budget to fund ads and stuff for the album, to potentially hire PR. Because for those of you who often feel like, yo, man, Substantial slept on, he don't get enough press, PR is extremely expensive. You know what I mean? There's been times where it's we paid $1,000 to $1,500 a month to get PR. done. There's been times where like a 6 to 8 week campaign is run like, you know, 5K, like $5,000 to do radio, TikTok, press, you know, and a list of other things that I'm not thinking of right now. Like that stuff is very expensive. And so I'm willing to invest in the record. I'm already, you know, we're already putting our own money up to do certain things right now. So part of the budget that y'all will eventually see will be things we've already paid for. But, you know, I've managed to do this in a way that's been cost effective over the years, so it doesn't take money out of my you know, it doesn't take food out of my kids' mouths, basically, man, and it allows me to support my family without being the most popular guy. But, you know, I think this could be something special, but in order to make it be a bit bigger and get a few more eyes on it and maybe snatch up some of those fans who aren't hip and also bring some fans back who haven't been paying much attention over these last few years, right? Like, in order to do that, it's going to cost some money for us to get that additional attention on the record. And I can't do it without y'all, man. You know what I mean? Y'all have been great supporters. Y'all will never catch me complaining about the love y'all have showed me over the years, man. I'm eternally grateful. And I'm excited for this record. I recorded something yesterday. I'm definitely not gonna play the joints with me spitting just yet. Trying to get that time. I don't want it to be old before it even dropped. But yeah, man, I think y'all are really gonna enjoy this record, and I appreciate y'all so much for your patience. But on that note, man, I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. Thank y'all so much for watching, man. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please consider doing so. You know, and be sure to like the video, leave a comment if you watch afterwards, and you can leave suggestions. One thing I have not been doing, and that's, you know, obviously I haven't been posting some of the additional content that I've normally been posting on the channel. It's partly because my wife and I have been extremely busy and homeschooling our youngest. And so it doesn't leave me a lot of time outside the time I'm working on the album to do much else. And that's why I haven't been as consistent on social media. But if y'all want me to start breaking up some of these videos to just kind of put like the clips from different parts, let me know in the comments, let me know in the chat. I'll consider it taking time to do that just to make life a bit easier. And lastly, if you want to consider donating to the channel, that's always appreciated. Super chat is always fine. You can also donate via Cash App, Venmo, CASHAPP, Venmo, and you know, of course, PayPal. And so it's always appreciated. Not required, but always appreciated. But thank y'all so much for watching, man. I'm going to get ready to get out of here. Let me address any comments that I might have missed real quick. Yeah, I ain't got it like that for PR. I'd rather spend that on a trip to PR. That's super real. I feel you. Thanks for the stream and have a good weekend, everyone. Yeah, man. Peace, y'all. Yeah, peace to everybody. Happy Easter as well to those who celebrate. Yeah, you get what you give out. You give a lot of love, so you get it back. Hey, man, G, I love you, man. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate that. But peace to everybody, man. I'll catch y'all next week with another update. Thank y'all for tuning in. Take care of yourselves and each other, all that good stuff. And yeah, man, we out.